Okay, we're back. It's been a while. This cold is kicking my butt. So what did we get done? Well, we got the tree is done. It's got all the pine needles on it. It's got the base fitted. The star, that's done too. Looks pretty good. Now what I've done to the star, so we don't break that tip off, is I've put crazy glue on it. Just let it soak into the wood. And hopefully we can get this pin started. Once you put the crazy glue onto the star, it makes it really hard. So, because we know basswood is a soft wood, so therefore it will chip out if you try drilling it. So what I've done is I've put that crazy glue on there, and I just took the tip of that star off, just so I got a good flat spot to get this started. See? Star. Hey Glenn. Anyway. Okay. Now what I'm using is a paper clip. I took a paper clip. They're big paper clips. And all I did was take it and straighten it out and cut it off on an angle with a pair of pliers. And then I put it in my drill. And since that's what I'm going to be making the eyelets out of, it also makes the perfect drill bit for it. It drills a nice hole in there. And then you can take a piece of the paper clip, put it in the tip of a set of needle nose pliers, give it a bend around. Oops, come back here. Now what I usually do is leave it like a hook. That way there, when I take the other one and put it through here, I can leave that as a hook. Then I hook them together, and all you gotta do is take the, if you want them hooked together, so you can take it off if you store it, or you take it and just take your pliers once they're hooked together and close that up, and then they're like attached. I like leaving it loose until after I figure out how it's going to hang, because I want the star to hang straight in the tree or parallel with the tree. So what we'll do is we will do the same thing, drill through the tip of the tree, make the hook, and then we can turn this till we get it where we want it. And once you get it there, drop a crazy glue there. It should stay right there and be able to swing back and forth. Okay. So, like I showed on the other video, I always start off going in like that. That gives me a spot. I can take my drill, my wire or drill, whatever I'm using at the time, to be able to go in. First, my piece of wire slipped down a little bit. Okay. Now that we've got it started, we can go down on an angle, put it right through there. And then you got a nice tight hole. Unless you got drill bits this small or smaller. If you got tiny drill bits, you can go ahead and pre-drill your hole. So then that goes through like that. Now what we'll do, before we insert that and bend it over, there again, we'll take the needle nose pliers and just bend that wire into a loop. Like that. See? then that lets your star hang like that. So what I usually do, okay, now that we got that bend in there, is poke it back through the hole that we just made. Maybe. Okay, like that. It goes through one way, doesn't want to go back through the other way. Maybe I got it on too much of an angle. Okay. I think we're just going to be better off taking my pliers and making that loop down here under it. Like that. Okay? Which is alright, because you want the end of this to be bigger so it locks in. Now, so that it hangs straight, we just take our pliers and bend it. That. And then we can hang our star on there. See, it's not hanging the way we want it. So we haven't glued this yet, so we can turn it. And now it will hang the way we want it to hang. Now you can either leave it like that and be able to take it off, take the base out of it, pack it away till next year, or put it on there. And, well, you can close this loop just by pinching it with your pliers. And then it won't want to come off. Like that. Get it straight where you want it. Like that. That looks good. I want to bend my thing up a little bit. The star's leaning a little bit forward. And there he is. So always have carbon glue laying around in the shop. I do. Because when I get into carbon, them little people, you get into those little tiny fingers and stuff, and they will, you know, they just shear right off. So it's always good to have a little super glue laying around. To help fasten. See, like this has got the super glue in the eye now. So before it sets up, I just want to take this little stick, get a nice point on it. This is the stick I use for gluing stuff. Poke it in the hole, clear that glue down, and I don't care what the bottle says, super glue really does not like to set on steel to steel objects. But you can take that, so you can take your star off, let your super glue set up. You got it in the orientation that you want it so that it hangs the way you want it. Like that. And then our star's hanging the way we want it to hang. Now, I don't know if the lady wants this painted or if she wants it burned. So I have to get a hold of her and find that information out. And star comes off, star goes on. So once I get that, get the information back from her, we'll either burn it or we will paint it. But that's it. That's a tree. It took me way longer than it should have, but I'm just feeling run down under the weather today. So, thanks a lot. Remember, just carve, If you like the video, subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff. And we'll get you on the next one. Bye.